Hi, this is Angelo. I'm back, and I just finished stirring the couscous and other grains. And I want to do a little wrap up about today. Earlier, I talked about some of the feelings and emotions that were running through me and over me, sort of the heart waves and dreamscapes that embody what state of euphorbia represents. Looking back a lot of the time or living in the past is not a way of being. It's sort of a way of existing and being and doing and putting forth what you are in a positive way, or being a positive force is something that I strive to be. And this is something that I want to conclude in this second part of this two-part series for today. Today is the 9th of July 2015, and today marks the day where it is my ex-girlfriend's birthday, and I was kind of edging at what it means when it's an ex's birthday, someone that you've shared a lot of experiences with, but someone that you're no longer in relations with, someone that you haven't talked to in a while, someone that's probably not the best person for you to be with. And I haven't spoken to this person in a while. The last time I've even heard from her was when I was coming up to Seattle, where she lives. We had a long distance relationship. I was going up to Seattle to see the Boston Red Sox play, because I go every year. And my dad came out again, as he did last year, and we enjoyed ourselves. But again, I also want to tie in sort of how my health and life is going. So this is a stressor that's included in my life and how I relate to certain situations. So a lot of the stress that I had from a relationship that was causing me issues was bringing me down. It wasn't something that was anyone else's fault or responsibility. It was something that I was allowing to get to me. And the inducing the induction of these issues that I had put forth upon myself was something that I don't need, obviously. And that's why I've leaned a lot more forcefully towards meditation and meditative thought, which I've seen extraordinary change in myself, focusing on breathing and dietary improvement. Even though I've been doing real well with my diet, I've made a noticeable change in cutting out alcohol again from my diet. I have one here and there, and I know that that's not good for me, especially the mixing of that with the medications that I'm on. I've been speaking with another neurologist who's kind of a liaison between my neurologist that is my permanent neurologist and an oncologist who I've spoken with. My seizures went from getting really bad to worse for a little while. I have struggled with loneliness and facing the idea of being alone, with really accepting, enjoying my times alone, not needing anyone except me, and trying to find a healthy balance for all of this. So I'm not really sure how this all plays into the grand scheme of things on a certain level, but I'm certain that there's still the major factors that equate to overall well-being, and that includes restfulness, and stress management, dietary improvements, or positive dietary lifestyle, sleep pattern, which these different elements all tie into being a more healthy, happy person. Also, asking for help from other people. Today, I am going to speak with my therapist who's helped me tremendously. She's been a force in helping me understand and recognize some of the issues. I bring to the table a lot of the issues that are prevalent in my life. So when I go in to speak to my therapist, I have to decide the issues that make a difference and things that I want to look at and focus on in my life. And is it going to be focusing on my ex girlfriend whose birthday is today? Is it going to be focusing on things that I cannot change? Is it going to be focusing on the past? Or is it going to be focusing on me and moving forward and how I can heal and improve and my options for curation with my oligodendroglioma brain tumor? And what I've decided to do to a great extent, and I feel proud of myself for doing this, is the National Brain Tumor Society. I've put a couple of big feet forward and decided that I am going to focus strongly on not just myself and doing things for me in improving my life, but also helping education and research and just generally helping other people that are living with terminal conditions such as brain tumors. So the National Brain Tumor Society is something that I'm able to put forward a great amount of my energy into, like I said, and it's something that I feel very contented in being involved with. Um, Surrounding myself with people that can boost my energy levels and boost my self-esteem and boost my the way I look at life and add to my well-being is something that's very important. Um, so there's a lot to look forward to. Right now it's summertime here in Portland. It's hot, but it's finally starting to cool down just a little bit. So I'm going to get out there soon and start uh, enjoying the day. Seizures can set me back and make things real frustrating. The mind is an amazing tool. Sometimes it can play tricks on you. Sometimes it can help you unlock new worlds that you didn't even think were imaginable. So the mind can control the brain. It's a book that I've read of that title or similar title to that, and I truly believe this. I want people to step up and give to the National Brain Tumor Society. So if you are watching this, I want you. I'm asking you. I'm not gonna beg, but I'm fiercely coming at you, saying, please help. Maybe that's begging, but I'm saying please help the National Brain Tumor Society and donate. I've got the link there. I want you to show the world that you care and that you want there to be a cure, because I want to get on my high horse and ride into the sunset with full of life and be able to spread a positive note to people that we can do this together. We can fight and cure anything. It's not just brain tumors, but it's any sort of cancer. A positive mental outlook, positive mental attitude can get us to where we need to go. And today, as I mentioned, is a particularly tough day. It's the day after a pretty big seizure and taking medication. So I have like that benzodiazepine hangover. I've been thinking about this day because, my brain has slipped into thinking about the past and thinking about my ex-girlfriend who meant so much to me. We had a wonderful day on her birthday last year when I went up to Seattle to visit her, and there's so much love that I have had for her, but I must say that I've made great strides in moving forward and really appreciating myself and being alone. And loving yourself and being okay with being alone is something that's pretty second or first nature for a lot of people, but for me, it's like second or third nature. It has been. And I'm proud of myself that I've made strides to be okay with being alone and not being afraid. I fear nothing right now. You can throw any condition or situation at me, and I'm confident that I will make it work. That's not to say that I haven't leaned on friends and family to a great extent to help me. It's okay to ask, just like I'm asking for your support on the National Brain Tumor Society front. I am going to put a link on the page so that you can donate and you can join my team. You can march with me on August 1st if you're in Portland. I'm already overwhelmed, and I feel flabbergasted and so amazingly thankful for all the people who have given to the cause. I can't even begin to thank them and you enough for showing your generosity. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I did a post a while back about codependency and love addiction, and even though I'd spoken about it, I don't feel as though I've 100% cured my issues with this. It's not like it changes overnight, but I've made amazing progress. I've been able to say, I don't need anybody else to improve my life. I do want to have someone important in my life. I do want to find somebody that means a lot to me. But at the end of the day, I'm okay with being alone. I'm okay with just being Angelo and loving myself and not needing someone else's approval to make me feel happy and satisfied. Because for a while there, and especially after being diagnosed with a terminal condition, I was so afraid of facing this condition alone. And I think to a large degree, that's why I found myself in a relationship that had a lot of issues. It wasn't the other person's fault. It wasn't anyone's fault. When you start thinking in terms of black and white and fault and right and wrong, then you have a real bigger issue there to face. I think that what it was for me was accepting myself as I am and loving myself as I am, and never completely being okay with what is, always working at improving. And I think that if you never are satisfied completely, I mean, you should be satisfied with yourself and accepting of yourself, but never being satisfied completely, always striving for a better you. And that sounds kind of cornball, maybe something you read in Oprah magazine or something like that, but it's true. If you always strive for a better you, and I can put it in terms of like those who are into sports, if you win the championship, don't be okay with that, and that's your whole career. Come back the next year and want it again. Want to have better statistics. Want to have more home runs, more tackles, more RBI, more whatever it is. In life, it's more positive experiences, more smiles during the course of a day. I want to today have less seizures than I had yesterday. And if that means I go a day without a seizure and the next day I have one, I'm still going to fight. I'm going to get back up. And I always make the joke of the Chumbawamba song. I get knocked down and I get up again. It's true. Just keep getting the fuck back up and just keep fighting. Make attempts, make phone calls. I've called several people. I've called people in my life, family, and they're busy. I ask them for their support. I am in tears because I feel so shitty, and they're just busy, or they don't know really how to handle it because they're maybe emotionally not ready to deal with this sort of me coming at them in tears asking for help. And so they're like, want to, I mean, my, one of my male relatives, I call him and I tell him that I need support. And, he wants to talk about the Red Sox score or the Patriots and that's fine. But I'm not there to talk. And that might just be a symptom of loving me but not showing how to express it. So that's fine. Everybody has different ways of expressing concern, and you just have to be able to discern what each little bit means. But in the end, everybody has a positive attribute to bring to the game of life. You just have to see what it is. Some people can seem so cantankerous and cancerous in their thought flow. And those are people, if you feel that way about, you just need to avoid. And you just need to keep moving forward. And you just need to keep focusing on the prize. And the prize is to keep getting stronger and keep getting healthier and keep getting happier. Because it's possible. I want to give a couple of shout outs now that I've gone on this tirade about how to make yourself happier. A lot of what I say on this program is for myself. And saying this out loud is something that centers me and brings me back to where I need to be. So it's not me on a soapbox preaching to you to change your life. It's me preaching to myself to change my life. Because when you go to a therapist and they ask you what's on your mind, it's not the therapist that's there as a mechanic fixing your problems, putting new pieces in there. It's the therapist letting you unlock the answers for yourself. And that's a big part of why I started State of Euphorbia and started video journaling, is because I come into a lot of these sessions not knowing what I'm going to finish with. But I usually finish with something that makes me feel better than when I came in. And I want to keep it going. I want to stay focused. So I'm going to give some shout outs right now to people that have really made a difference in my life. I've mentioned this before, but I want to give a thanks to Dax and Groundwell PR, who have supplied me with some Hydro Flask gear. The Hydro Flask True Pint, the Hydro Flask 40 ounce. There's also a 32 ounce. It's basically the same design. It's just a bit shorter, so that's nice. Nice quart size. And I have a Hydro Flask 64 ounce growler. Fits 4 pints in there nicely. You can put beer, cold beverage, warm, hot beverage. They all work excellently. So it's double jacketed stainless steel. I use it for making smoothies, turmeric water with coconut, mineral waters, and these people have supported me generously. So Dax, thank you. Thank you also for supporting the National Brain Tumor Society. I want to give a huge shout out to John Beebe from the National Brain Tumor Society. He has come to me and we've mutually supported one another. He's a new friend that has made a huge difference in my life, showing love. And Jason Webb, thank you, Portland U Brew, for brewing a beer with myself and with John. We really appreciate your time and donation of your time and resources to make this beer. And that's going to be featured at the Westmoreland Selwood Brew Festival going on Friday and Saturday, August 7th and 8th, down by Portland U Brew, right down there in the square. by Bybee across the street from 13 Virtues and 7-Eleven in Selwood, Westmoreland. I am also very grateful to my family and friends who have been huge supporters of myself, all of the breweries and friends and family who have made the commitment to march alongside me for the walk on August 1st, 2015, from Pioneer Courthouse Square in Portland. Starts at 8:30 in the morning. If you have not yet signed up, please do so before the 30th of July, because we want you down there. Show some love, sign up for Team Brew Public. Thanks to my dear friend DJ Paul, who has been running Brew Public since my health issues have kicked in, and even a little bit before then. Thanks, DJ. I love you. You're one of my best friends in the entire universe. Nick Rivers also, who has helped maintain not only this website, but the Brew Public website. And he does a bunch of stuff for Bailey's Tap Room, who have been huge supporters of me and the National Brain Tumor Society and the Timbers Army. So thank you, Nick. Also, a few other breweries and destinations that I want to give props to. I want to thank Roscoe's Pub, who is going to be pouring a beer from Worthy Brewing, who have donated a keg on the 20th of this month. As far as I know, that's going to be a double IPA that we're going to have on tap. So make sure to go down there on the 20th of July and drink a lot of double IPA from Worthy Brewing out of Bend, one of the best breweries around. Another thing another brewery I want to give a shout out to is Good Life Brewing. We're setting up an event, and we'll keep you posted, a Firkin tapping at the Beer Mongers. Sean from the Beer Mongers, huge supporter of the National Brain Tumor Society, the Campbell family. Thank you so very much. And cannot forget all of the other breweries who have supported us, like Rogue, Ecliptic Brewing, Upright Brewing Company. I'm gonna forget a few of them because I forget so much shit. I'm sorry. But we've also managed to wrangle up donations from it's burningly good. Last brewery that's donated a keg for the cause is blah. I forgot. But that doesn't mean I'm not thankful and grateful. We are going to do this up, and we're going to do this up right. So that should be Upright's motto, right, Alex? We're going to do this upright. Upright Brewing, downright delicious. Anyways, I love you all. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day. I hope some of what I said is in any way inspirational. I'll take pointers. I'll take comments. I know I've gone on in this one almost 25 minutes now, but I really appreciate everything everyone has done for me, and I hope those of you that are New York Yankees fans or LA fans still support, despite the fact that I am in New England garb. But you know what? I'm from Maine, Massachusetts, where my family's all from. So gotta thank Dad for the shirt. And I wish you a beautiful day. Stay strong, my friends, and stay thirsty for life, because it should be an unquenchable thirst that you're always striving for more and more of goodness in your day. This is Angelo saying, give to the National Brain Tumor Society. Sign up from the link below or above to the side. I'm going to put the link on there, so please click it and give what you can give, or walk with us is a $25 donation to give. And you get to march and you get a t-shirt. So please sign up before the 1st of August and join us August 1st at Pioneer Courthouse Square at 8:30. All right, Team Republic, Angelo is my name. Thanks for listening to today's installments of State of Euphorbia. I feel a lot better now than when I went in, so I appreciate it. God bless you. Peace.